everyone, it's Tanny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to do a walkthrough of my wild Tangle, which is basically my theme park. So I have spread my theme park across the entirety of the wild Tangle, and I've been meaning to do this video for the longest time. I don't know why I've been putting it off, but I have been. But now I'm finally doing it. I'm finally recording it. So I thought we would take a walk around. We'll have a look at my wild Tangle and my theme park. So as you come up from the entrance here, we do actually have the park entryway. I did want to make sure I use this. I'm sorry, Beast. I need to come through. I wanted to use this. It's a really lovely kind of like building structure. And using it as the park entryway just made the most sense to me. Then we can go left and we can head to sort of the main area, I guess. But this area I've set up as a food area. So we have the confectionery store. We have these tables and chairs with some food items and things on there. We have the pretzel stand. We also have this refreshment stand and another table here. We also have the Pizza Planet here as well, because I figured that made sense with the food location. If we come up here, we come to Vanellope's house. So I wanted to set up Vanellope's house as like a race cart, so it kind of fits in with the theme park vibes, but just kind of like, yeah, I figured because of how out her house is and stuff like that, it just kind of made sense to give it its space. So we have a couple of the Vanellope like Wreck-It Ralph arcade machines. I do have access to this mining spot now. Not all my mining spots are accessible, but I've tried to make the majority of them accessible. And then as you can see, you can go around and there's a whole race cart. I dropped a bunch of candy bits on the floor because I thought they would be really cute as like, I was thinking like in Mario Kart, you know how you get like power-ups? Like imagine if the candy was like the power-ups kind of thing. That was the vibe I went for there. You'll also see I use a lot of these Alice in Wonderland hedges everywhere. I wanted to give the backdrop of the park just sort of a bit of uniformity, and sort of how to make it more structured, if in a sense. So I do use those a lot. Now we come up here. I haven't got anything in this space. It is quite small and I'm really not sure what to do with it. So for now, I've just kind of left it for where the well is, and then you can have this nice walkway over to the Tower of Terror. So the Hollywood Tower Hotel sits here. You can still get round to get through to this spot if you need to. There's not really a lot of decorating I've done with it. Well, I haven't done any. I've just placed it up here, but I figured this would be kind of like a good spot for it. And then if we come down here, we come to Toontown. Now, the only person I don't have here is Goofy. If I did have him here, I would have rearranged this spot and had Goofy somewhere around here. But I want to keep Goofy in my main valley. One, I love Goofy, but also I actually quite like Goofy's house, so I thought it might work in my main valley, basically. So I've kept him over there still, but we've got the fire department here. We've got Donald in his boat, and I have pulled him close just so that you can still get to him. We have Daisy's house, which I have a little bit of decor outside of. We have Mickey's house here, which again, I've given him a little garden and a bit of decor, this little chess set and things like that. I wish this table and chair set lined up. It's so annoying how like off center a lot of things are. We also have the cart here, and then we have Minnie's house with her little garden. It's very small, just like a bench, a set of flowers here, and her tower, because it made sense to me to put her tower there. And then here we have the fountain, which I thought would make a good central piece for Toontown. And we've also got the friendship one here in Mickey's. Now coming round and out here, we've got a little like stall where you can buy bits and bobs. We've also got the Mickey Water Tower up there as well. But here we have the Inside Out ride and the Bing Bong ride. I just thought they would be kind of like a nice little fun addition to have. And then we have the Monsters Inc. ride here, which I've then paired with the sushi stall. I wasn't too sure if I should keep the sushi stall. Let me hold on and feed this little capybara because I need to feed these critters. I haven't fed them at all. Okay, there we go. I wasn't sure if I should have it or not, because it is like a food stand and not a ride, so this might not be permanent. Yeah, I just wasn't sure how to feel about it, to be honest. It doesn't feel like it fits in place, but I wanted to kind of add more decor. But I might replace this with something else if I can figure something out. Now, let's go down into my botanical garden. Now, my botanical garden had a bit of a change. I did do a video previously on my channel of the botanical garden. So, a lot of its setup is still very similar, but some of it's different. So, this section here with this fencing that I did, and all the kind of like desert landscaping, that's still here. I added a couple of pieces to the Zen garden area. So we've got the gong here, we've got this little archway, we have the dragon sculpture. If I can see, this is the problem because I've got so many trees you just can't see anything. We have the little dragon sculpture here. We've got a bunch of the incense burners as well, just because I like the little faint like glow and details and sparkles they give off. And then I did put a bunch of the magnolia blossom arches here. I'm sorry about these camera angles. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give this entryway something a bit special, make it look a bit different and stand out. So there are a few changes that we have there. Now coming around here, we've still got the kind of like tropical jungle type landscape. We still have the boat area with all the lily pads and stuff, and I've still kept the jacuzzi just because I like the steam it gives off and stuff. I think it looks kind of quite aesthetically pleasing, so I put it here thinking of that humid kind of warm heat and water. We have a little boat over here. We still have a cute little seating space. Then this here is Nala's waterfall, which I still kept in this location with a little canopy chair. And then as we come up here, we have a more sort of structured floral area. So we do have the figment topiaries and the Minnie and Mickey like Toontown fountain. Now, if I didn't have this here in the botanical garden, I would have put this up in the actual Toontown section. But because I've got it down here, I decided not to repeat it. Then we can come in here, and this is the seating area where I put this giant Mickey fountain. Again, something I really wanted to include, so I thought putting it here at the center of the sort of garden might be quite cute. We've got a bunch of fountains around, we've got the seats, we've got different sorts of fencing that I've done here with the different types. So we've got the wooden, and we've got oh god, I'm stuck in a bush. There we go. We've got this one here, this kind of chain linking one, and then we've also got this white picket fence one. I wanted the fences to kind of be different for each of the different zones, so like the tropical, deserty, the more structured, and the Asian kind of influence. So yeah. Then if we come around here, we have like the vine flower lamps. We have the little picnic blanket set up under the gazebo. I didn't want to change that, so I did keep that. But yeah, this is more of like the structured garden. I did have to remove the... I had some structured like flower planters around this area, but I had to get rid of them because of the bug that we had in one of the previous updates, where you would get stuck on them and things like that, so I had to remove them. Anyway, that's the botanical garden. And then if we come down here, this is meant to be like my children's rides theme park area. So we do have the little train set up, which was It's part of the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I actually put the Alice in Wonderland fountain in it because I thought it looked kind of cute. We've got a couple of the little slides here. Again, just thinking kid rides. We've got the carousel. We did just get this in the store today, the Star Adventurer. So I thought, okay, I'll stick it down here. We've got the Slinky Dog ride as well. So I do have that in place. A couple of the toy alien things. We've got the giant alien spaceship ride. We have Woody's house here as well. And then I use this Toy Story statue as like a centerpiece, and there's a few seats and the popcorn machines. I believe this is decor from the parks. I finally found out. I think I was watching a TikTok on the parks, and it's actually a Toy Story statue from the parks, so that's its relevance, because I really had no idea what tied it into Toy Story. It seemed a bit ridiculous. We have the Show Your Strength machines here and a little photo booth. Then if we come up here, up into this back corner, we have the Adventure is Out There balloon. So I imagine people could take balloon rides here. I did find out at the Disneyland park in Paris, there is a hot air balloon you can go in and ride that up. I'm not sure if the American parks have them. They probably do. I would think that they would have. But yeah, in the Paris park, they have a hot air balloon that sort of goes up and down kind of thing. So yeah, you can ride on that. Then we've got our classic Ferris wheel here. We do have the teacups now. Unfortunately, these are bugged along with the Dumbo ride. You just can't interact with them at all, sadly. So they are still, but all the other rides you can interact with as normal. Now here I do also have the partner statue, which I thought made sense in front of the castle. We've got a couple of these elegant clock towers, just because I thought they brought in that kind of princess vibe. Same with me using the carriage there and these clocks and things like that. It's all designed to make it look aesthetic and things like that. We have a couple of the stall stands as well that you can buy. I put the spitting camels next to this ride as well, just because I thought they kind of went in with the kind of like theme and aesthetic. So I've got those there kind of included. And then if you come back through here, you're back down to the food court area. So that is the entire theme park in the wild Tangle. Now I'm going to go into furniture mode just to zoom out so you can sort of see the layout from above. So as you can see, we've got our little food court section. We've got Vanellope section here. We do have the Tower of Terror. We've got Toontown. We have this little ride section. We have the main central section here. We have this little section at the back, which is like the kids ride stuff. And then we also have our tropical garden area, which, to be honest, if they added more park stuff, not that I want them to, but if they did, I could get rid of some of this and turn that into a parks area too. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That's the entire Wild Tangle devoted to a theme park. So, yeah, quite a lot of items in here. Quite a lot of items, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks all right. It looks good. I do kind of wish that maybe I'd change some of the spacing for things. Like, I think if you got rid of Vanellope's house, you could definitely move one of these rides up here. I could probably cut down the space of Toontown and add a second ride up here, and then do like a dedicated princessy area and things. I was originally thinking of putting Belle and Beast's house here, but since I've got this castle, it didn't seem worth it to try and squeeze them in. So for now, this is just pretty much exclusively theme park stuff, apart from the Toontown house, Vanellope's house, and Woody's house, which kind of fits in here. So yeah, that's my entire Wild Tangle. You'll have to let me know what you think of this build in the comments down below. Where do you have your theme park in your valley? I'd be really intrigued to know and to find out, see where you're placing them. I've had my theme park in quite a few areas. We've had a theme park in the meadow, we've had a theme park in the Forest of Valor, and now we've had a theme park in the Wild Tangled. So I am quite happy with how this turned out in the end. Yeah, I really like it, and I think there's definitely room to add more items in here should I need to. So if they do bring in any other parks related items, I can fit them in, just like how I fitted in the Star Adventurer item today. I don't know if there's room for Owl's Toy Barn. I could probably see if I could move some stuff around to get that in, but since that's more of a toy store than a theme park item, I think it's okay being sort of left outside of the theme park. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I hope you liked the theme park and things like that. And yeah, hope you all have a good day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video.